For more than 2 years now, the jungles of northeastern Brazil have played host to throngs of pilgrims, people who travel from all over the world to the small town of Baturité. Here, at precisely 2 p.m. on the first Saturday of each month, UFOs appear and hover with such regularity that crowds of up to 10,000 people have witnessed the phenomenon.
It was a pulsing moon, blue, and then it became an intense green, turning around, pulsating. It's not a hallucination.
Those of us who were prepared with still and video cameras verified that there indeed were unidentified disc-shaped flying objects in the sky. That is, flying saucers. Immediately we aimed the still cameras, pointing them in that direction, and we documented the presence of 6 flying saucers.
Reginaldo Ataíve is head of CPU, one of Brazil's oldest and most respected paranormal research organizations. Since 1994, CPU has gathered an impressive gallery of UFO photographs, as well as collateral data about strange physical effects generated by the monthly visitations.
On the first day of October 1994, when we photographed the UFOs, our equipment detected a very strong electromagnetic field. The static in the atmosphere increased to a frightening level, and it made the hair of those 6,000 people stand on end.
At the same time that CPU was studying the UFOs from a scientific point of view, word spread throughout Brazil that what was happening in Baturité was a religious miracle, a modern-day appearance of the Virgin Mary.
I don't understand anything about ufology. I couldn't say I'm here with the faith that it's something from God. I felt the presence of the Lord. The only ones who don't feel it are the ones who don't have faith. The Virgin speaks to us through the sun.
Some scholars have compared UFO apparitions to apparitions of angels and saints and the Virgin Mary.
John Saliba is a professor of religious studies at the University of Detroit. He has written several papers on the various religious interpretations of the UFO phenomenon.
They come to warn us of disaster. They come to give us spiritual advice. They come to help us in our struggles here on earth. And since they are, of course, superior to us, immensely superior to us, they have a lot to teach us.
The religious overtones of the Baturité sightings have also caught the attention of South America's leading UFO researcher and author, Irene Gronke. The sightings are remarkably similar to ones Gronke investigated more than 20 years ago in southern Brazil.
A little girl of 5 watched a UFO emitting a beam of light to the opposite side, where her mother and sisters were watching the clouds and saw Jesus Christ sitting and Our Lady. But it was a hologram. It was not the real thing.
Gronke is now working with Reginaldo Ataíve and CPU on the Baturité sightings. It is a unique cooperative effort, exploring the UFOs here from both scientific and spiritual perspectives.
The religious people were very resentful of the scientific people, and vice versa. The society I direct, which is CISNI, we study the two sides, and we are more prone to accept scientists together with mysticism.
On her most recent visit, Gronke examined new photographic evidence at CPU headquarters, and she spent several hours at the local newspaper's archives, studying the trend of press accounts.
Of course, this is very important for us ufologists when both the press and the authenticity of the photos is proved.
The following day was the first Saturday of the month, and a sightings investigative team accompanied Brazil's preeminent ufologists to Baturité. At 2 p.m., a local religious leader announced the arrival of the Virgin Mary, and all eyes turned to the sky. Although no one on our team nor anyone in the Brazilian contingent saw any UFOs, many people in attendance were sure that they had had a supernatural vision.
It was the pupil of the Virgin Mary, from the eye of the Virgin Mary.
Based on her investigation at the site, Gronke believes that the Baturité sightings are being viewed from 2 angles: the scientific and metaphysical, and that like a two-way mirror, your angle determines what you will see.
I believe that throughout the ages, our extraterrestrial superior beings have been trying to teach mankind progress in ethical codes and have used the means proper to the state of preparation that they found the populaces in. They are now trying to take us a step further. That is why it's so important that Ataidi photographed what was seen in the clouds, which was not an image of Jesus Christ or our Virgin Mary, but really UFOs.
Gronchi believes she understands why most people at Baturité are seeing Christian symbols and not extraterrestrial beings or spacecraft.
The reaction of the people, of the crowds that were present, was that of fervent Catholics who see these things in the church and believe they see Our Lady. That shows you that all this information they've had throughout the centuries is very well ingrained into people's subconscious.